All right, and welcome back to this YSN Prime Time Sunday Special live from the Sports Grille here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. DJ Yokley, Steve Leslie, and we're joined by not just a one sport, not just a two sport, a three sport? Three
Yeah.
sport athlete from Cardinal Mooney, a guy that, I don't know, Steve, it's going to be a pretty busy week for
Yeah,
this
this is a
young
pretty
man.
busy week for no doubt for Nick for sure.
Nick Pregibon of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals soccer and the kicker for football. And for you, like when you laid your head down last night, like what are you thinking about? Like this week is going to be like for you, because I know you plan ahead. What is this like? The excitement going through you right now has to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's super exciting. It's great that both teams are winning, especially after last year with football, coming back from a really bad record and we're like on an underdog season. While in soccer, like we're a great team with
Yep.
great players and like we're the favorites, so you get the like best of both worlds.
And underdog
yeah.
and the favorite. I like that.
Yeah.
Which one do you treasure more? All right. Do you like being the underdog? You like being the favorite?
I mean, it's cool to be the favorite, but I mean the underdog is better. You got nothing to lose. You're out there. But regardless of whatever situation you're in, you just got to go out there, take it one game at a time, and just win.
So I'll ask you some of the same questions I asked your teammates the other night. I mean, you guys kind of had now you've had an unbelievable just roller coaster season, right? Your teammates have been through a lot. We talk about Ty and what he's been through, and obviously the Pelini tragedy in the middle of the season. What's it been like for you, not just maybe just from the school perspective or being around your band of brothers, to kind of have to lead from the background? You know what I mean? Like, because let's face it, everybody looks at a kicker, they go, okay, you're a soccer player that just happens to play football. How do you handle that, and how do you support from a standpoint of being that guy?
Yeah, I'm the kicker. No one like sees me as like a great football player, but they all trust me. They all have respect for me.
That's it,
which
respect,
is good.
right?
Yeah. So like regardless, like not just kicking, but on the sidelines, I try to keep everyone like the energy up.
Keep it
like
light.
if we're down, like keep the energy up, like get everyone going, giving people like pats on the back, like saying great job, just being positive and like bringing our like from soccer, we're a great winning team. Like we've also had a big roller coaster from the past 2 years being state runners up. We know what it's like to win, but we also know what it's like to lose because last year we finished way short of what we wanted it to.
Yeah.
So just bringing like that culture over to the football, to help bring everyone up, just do whatever you can to help everyone out.
All right, so I got to tell you, I was a kicker when I was in high school as well. But I was like a kicker / offensive defensive lineman.
yeah.
Like we don't have that. So, but I got to tell you,
Uh-huh.
one of the best things about being a kicker is nobody notices you until they need you.
Yeah.
And then when you hit that field goal, that extra point that you need, you're you're everybody's best friend.
Yeah.
What's that like to go from being the guy that, oh my gosh, if he misses it, you're the GOAT. If you win it, you're the greatest of all time GOAT.
Yeah, it's just when you go out on the field, like you kick the football, like you're the man out there for that play, but you just got to keep it cool, keep it composed, and what helps is that you just think of everyone watching you. You might have like the away team, like all their fans screaming at you,
Yep.
but you think back to like your family on the sidelines, your football family, like your mom and dad. You have everyone that trusts you. They put you out on that field for a reason. So, it helps cool the nerves, and you just go out there and kick it and then make the shot and then think next play.
So quarterbacks talk about their offensive line all the time, right? Quarterbacks and running backs. You have to talk about your holder and your long snapper because they are integral to what you do.
Yeah, our holders, Nolan Radinsky held.
Best hands.
Got pretty good hands.
And, and Cam Sweeney also held a lot last year and
The doc.
a little bit this year. Yeah, the doc. And, they're great holders. They ask me questions like how I like the football to be held. They're all in it. They do whatever I want to do.
Yep.
They're very trustworthy. And George, our long snapper, he practices every day. He's very into it. And, I have two guys I could trust, and they make the job way easier for me.
And they trust you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this soccer team. You guys are doing unbelievable. Obviously, probably still coming off that high of getting to the state semifinals. You got Ottawa Hills coming
Ottawa
up.
Hills, 7 o'clock in Sandusky.
Now, there is a
Wednesday.
local tie a little bit to Ottawa Hills because Vinny Ballone's cousins played for Ottawa Hills, I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. We still want you to win, okay? But have respect because there is some Youngstown ties. For you to be in a state semifinal game and have your eyes literally just placed on a state championship, what would it mean to you to carry that trophy back home? I don't want to get you too far ahead, but at the same time, you got to have one eye on that and the other eye on the prize, right?
Yeah, I mean, it'll mean everything. Like, all of our hard work, all we've been through. You know, like I said earlier, like, we got so close my freshman year, and then last year we were short. And, you know, last year, like, it just fuels us to go as hard as we can, to play with our heart. You know, we learn to play with passion, you know, just grind through everything. And, like, with the football coaches, too, and, like, all the staff at Mooney, like, we're trying to put Mooney, like, back on the map. Like, we've had some bad seasons here and there, but, you know, the old Mooney, everyone's still there watching us, and we want to be just like them. Put Mooney back on the map, have everyone respect us. And, you know, it all starts with, you know, the sports, football, soccer. We got Rocco winning state.
Yep.
You know, he did the first step for us, and now we just got to follow it up and, you know, just keep winning, but we got to take it one game at a time.
Feels like the tradition's back.
There is.
The tradition.
There's a couple things that I love right here. Number one, your family. I've known a long time. Phenomenal people, and you represent your family well. He said a few things for me. As a Mooney alum, Mooney will always be on the map. I love this trend for these kids to chase and get Mooney on the map. Mooney will always be on the map because of people that we sit with, the people that I played with, that I coached with, the Bo Pellinis, the Vince Morrows, the Stoops family. I can name them all. And DJ, you know, I'm so proud to say I'm from Mooney, and I would not be able to sit here and do what I do without graduating from Cardinal Mooney. So I shout out to you guys. I want – Mooney expects championships, let's be honest. And this team, I think, can win a state championship. But for me, the best thing about Nick, 3 sports. We talk about this all the time. I love it. You're invested in football, spend time kicking, a great soccer player on a great team. Coach Palermo, who I coached, I'm sure is waiting patiently for basketball to come. We've lost that in today's society. 3 sports, generalization. We talk about it. You talk about it, specialization all the time. You talk about it on the shows. For you, I want to ask you, how hard is it? Because I know how hard Cardinal Mooney is academically. Where do you find time for that? And my last question for you, DJ, can any young man be in a better place in the state semifinal on Wednesday night and then play in the regional semifinal against undefeated South Range?
You talk about 3 sports, Steve, but let's talk about 3 goals for this guy.
Right.
I mean, we ask baseball players, right? When you're hitting, 500, 800, and you're hitting home runs, like, is the baseball look like a beach ball? Like, when you're a soccer player, you're in the zone. You were in the zone. Talk about like what that was like for you from your standpoint to just be like one after the other after the other. You get the Hattie, man. What was it like?
You know, it just feels unreal sometimes, but, in the zone. But that hat trick, it's not just for me; it's from the whole team. Like,
look at this guy.
Love it.
Look at that smile.
Dad smiling away, and you should be.
It all started, with Aiden Markey, the goalkeeper. He made 2 tremendous saves in the beginning of the game. Without him saving those shots, I probably wouldn't have scored those, or it could have been a completely different game. So it all started with the defense, and then the midfield, clamping down their whole team, and just building it out the back, and then crossing it in and just finishing the play. And this year we want to go 3 for 3 in all sports. State championship, soccer, football, and then basketball. We know we have potential.
44-yard field goal.
It's there,
correct? The 44-yarder. So add that to the list. Pretty good jumper. We'll get with Rocco and see how he rates Nick's jump shot. But again, Cardinal Mooney, I want to ask you. I know the Sports Grille to you, Cranberry, for your family, has to be a part of your extended family to come here, I'm sure, often.
Home away from home.
Well, yeah. What do you take from family life and your parents to see how hard they work? Let's be honest. Grace goes to Ursuline. I know the sacrifices Julie and I make to send our daughter to a Catholic school. Catholic schools sometimes get a bad rap. I'm all for it for DJ, for kids like we sit with here. How important, talk about your family a little bit and how important they are.
You know, you're the most important thing to me. You know, my dad, he's worked really hard for the Sports Grille, you know, starting out with nothing. You know, he tells me all about it when I get in trouble. You know, I
He was never in trouble. I don't think. Yeah, remember those.
Yeah, but, you know, they work really hard. You know, my mom, she owns a trophy shop. She's from Mooney, too. She works really hard. She does whatever she can to help Mooney out, too. Same with my father. And, you know, I just have to try my best in everything I do, from making field goals to scoring goals to scoring some buckets. You know,
See the smile on his face when he said buckets?
Who gets to talk about three sports? Seriously. And let's be honest and be good at all three. I mean, a 44-yard field goal, that's nothing to –
No, there's a team in Cleveland that would love to have you right now.
There's a team in Cleveland. We wasted a draft pick on one of those guys. We'll take you right now at 44 yards. I just love it that he brings – from a student standpoint, I guess, and Sean probably is thrilled with that he can be a high school student to come here and probably meet, hopefully, students that will someday meet at YSN. For you, a YSN question, because we love to hear from our student athletes. That's what DJ created this company for. How special is it for you to get the opportunity to talk Nick Pregibon and your teammates? How special is that from a YSN standpoint?
It's really special. I don't know what to say, but something some people I guess dream of, just getting like a student athlete, getting a little interview. But it doesn't happen much, especially around our area. But you guys are making it happen, and it makes it feel even better. A lot of us have our own stories we want to share with other people. And
love it.
Yeah, it feels really special, with everyone here.
You said it, man. You guys have your own stories. What's the story of yours? What's the story you want people to remember about? When you leave Cardinal Mooney, you want people to remember about you?
How we could bring back the tradition of Mooney. I guess our class, I guess me, Rocco, all the other people from soccer, football, basketball, the girls teams, you know. We have a really good class, and we just want to bring that tradition of excellence back. And then, when we have kids, our kids grow up, Mooney's there.
Yep.
And then if they keep going with the tradition, we might create of winning. It would be really cool to look back on that and have people remember us.
Two last questions for you, Nikki. So the first one I got to ask you. We've been talking about you being a three-sport athlete. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have a game-winning goal, a game-winning field goal, or a game-winning bucket to have the highlight of your life, right? When your kids someday are looking at it and saying, my dad did that, which one would you like to have and why?
I mean, I would like to say all three. But
you could say all three.
No, put them on the spot.
No, but we're going to put you on the spot. Absolutely.
I don't know. Shoot, I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe a game-winning goal.
Yes.
Because goals in soccer, they're much harder to be they're worth more, I guess, than a bucket in basketball.
That's great.
That's a great answer.
That's a great value.
Field goal
absolutely.
In football. It's harder to do. And when you're on that field, you score the game-winning goal. All 11 people, just come running at you. You got the whole crowd screaming.
Well, that's what we want.
Listen, man.
But I mean,
I know, and that is a great answer.
Yes, it is.
On the spot, great answer. But I can tell you that there's a lot of people that would love to see any one of those
one of the
at
three.
any time.
Mooney fans are choosing for one, but Mooney Nation, Wednesday night, Sandusky, Ottawa Hills. I got a pretty good feeling he's getting a goal Wednesday night. I'm going to go out on the limb. I'm going to say that Cardinal Mooney's going to get a win, and I think I'm going to say right now, Cardinal Mooney is going to win the state championship in soccer.
Make me a promise. If you guys win the state championship, you'll do a sit down with us? All right,
Yeah.
maybe we'll get you all here at the Sports Grill.
Yeah,
We'll do it
absolutely.
again.
Yeah, we get the whole team here.
Let's get the whole team here. We'll celebrate here from the Sports Grill. Is that fair? We can do that?
Let's do it.
All
That's
right.
a pretty good deal.
That's all right. Last thing I got to ask you is we end all of our interviews with, because we love what you guys do on the field, but off the field, you've had heroes, you've had role models that have gotten you to this point, people that have supported you. Talk about those role models that you have in your life, your family, your friends, the people that have put you on this pedestal.
I think, I have lots of role models in my life. I think my two main role models, or three actually, I guess, are my mom, my dad, my sister, and, other family members. My dad, he works really hard. He doesn't take anything for granted. My mom is the same thing. And although I have a little sister, I could tell she has that passion in her too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's times where I might beat up on her too much.
Okay.
But
I'm an older brother too. They deserve it.
That happens. That
You
happens.
got to toughen them up.
She's a fighter. She fights back. And, we're Pregibons. You got to work hard. And then no matter what happens, no matter what challenges or obstacles in the way, just overcome it. And,
Amazing.
just do whatever you can, do your best.
Nick, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
that's a
Good luck
great
to you.
job. Good
Have
luck.
a great
Let's go.
week.
Good luck. Wednesday? Good luck Friday. And we might as well say good luck Saturday because they're winning Friday and going to Saturday.
We will be back right after this on YSN Special.